Hi guys, I wanted to teach you more tricks. My videos don't have any editing, so the more videos you see, the more you're gonna learn. I want to show you how to make your makeup to last longer and save you some time when you're applying it. You can sometimes skip the moisturizer, make sure that you prepare your skin in advance. I'm just gonna use a primer that really makes your makeup to last. And another secret of mine is to use the Face and Body foundation by MAC. It is so light, and I save time by mixing the two, applying them together on my skin, let them set in a little bit. This foundation in particular makes everything to last, and the tool of application, it's absolutely your choice. I use one of their little palettes just to mix everything, a drop of this and drop of that. You need really very little. If you prefer a different kind of primer, feel free to use it. You can skip a primer altogether. Another trick that I like is to put blush, cream blush, concealer, contour before you do the rest of the foundation. So it's just very easy. You can blend it with a little bit of the foundation when you apply it on, but because we're gonna be applying more foundation on top, I just kind of want that to sip through after that. If you mix it with your foundation, it's gonna be easier. If you skip a primer and a base foundation, unlike I did, you can just mix your blush with a little bit of foundation and put it on. So I'm gonna let everything sit into the skin a little bit. I like to frame my eyes and do my eyebrows as well. You can get your eyebrows shaped prior your event. I'm gonna use, this is Kat Von D in taupe. It's a gel, and the intensity depends on you. I just follow my natural shape. So we don't have to waste time and accentuate that. The next thing that's going to keep your makeup on longer, it's a long-lasting eyeshadow primer and long-lasting concealer. I mix the two. You can use one or the other. Again, it's a personal choice. You just need a little bit of primer to protect those eyeshadows from creasing. The application process, it's up to you. I mix them together on my little palette here. Always fill in the corners everywhere. And I'm using products that I have. You can use anything that will pretty much do the same thing, but again, waterproof, it's very important. So I'm gonna continue with the eyes. We already have the base color, so we don't need to put too much on, and kind of hang out and wait a few seconds for everything to settle in. And I'm gonna use a fluff brush to put a little bit of light color. These are both light. If one it's a little too light, then I'm gonna mix it with the other one. It's close to a skin color. I kind of give a frame. You can see I only go under on the outside, just a little bit under the brow, the inner corner. And this one, it's called like a bone color or ivory, or any brand can have a color like that. The reason I'm putting it as a frame, it's because when I put my dark color on, I just want to make it easier for blending. So I'm gonna pick up just like a natural shady taupey shade from this palette, It has a little bit of gold, like a beautiful maroon color. And the idea is really to contour your brow bone, so I kind of go with the brush from under. I go a little bit back and forth. Keep on blending. It's really not about putting too much on, it's about putting a little bit and add more to it. Circular motion really blends everything in nicely. Now you can see this is a beautiful contour. Just feel the brow bone when you press the brush towards it. And fade it out. We can choose a different color. We can make it a little brighter. These are simple colors that everybody recognizes. I'm just going to use a little bit of dark on the corner. And pretty much I have this and this. So they're both like brown. One it's a little more granite, which is my choice. And you kind of want to connect the corner of the eye with that contour color and shape a little V in there. Blend it in, fade it in. You can use your lighter color brush just to take off the excess. The more you blend, the longer it's gonna last. It's not about more pigment, it's just about creating that contrast. They're almost perfect. So again, on the lower part of the lid, we only have a primer and a little bit of color, so I want to make that nice and shiny. And this is like a nice granite. It's not too silvery, it's not too brown, but it has a high shine in it. It looks beautiful. So you can see, I don't try to do it like that and press it. I really angle my brush. Or like most videos you see people use their finger, it's totally fine. To make your eyeliner long lasting also, there's a trick that I love. I'm gonna use a little bit of pencil before my eyeliner. This is a Lancome automatic pencil with a little blender on the end. And before it's dry, kind of try to apply it close to the lash line. Extend it out a little bit. Blend it in. This one just kind of like fills in the gaps, but also the sponge will take off the excess, so you're not gonna have a thick layer. If you aim for the lash line, it's gonna make it easier. I even do that before eyeshadows sometimes. So now it's going to be easy to put your liquid eyeliner on top. Again, it's a choice if you're going to use a gel. This is Armani Eyes to Kill. It's a beautiful applicator. Very easy. So again, You can do it from the inside out, like little by little, or from outside in, depends on which side of your face you're working. But also, don't try to hold your eyeliner like that. You're gonna really have a hard time making it smooth. If you wanna hold your eye also, it's not a problem. But just kind of like angle it. The outside is very, very important, so kind of start with that. Make sure you look in the mirror. And if your lashes come this way, put a little mascara so that line of the lash can guide you also. Extend it as much as you like. The pencil really helped before that. I don't even try to go for a full line. I just kind of do short little strokes, build it little by little. Again, you can do it from outside in. Make sure that they're even. So to balance the eyes, you want to put something a little bit under. Again, we can smudge a little bit of black pencil and just put a little bit of eyeshadow. I usually use a pencil that looks like an eyeshadow, so this is the same color as the one that I have on the top. I apply that. What I love about it, it's Urban Decay. It is extremely soft and gentle. It doesn't pull your skin. It blends fantastically, but also prevents my makeup from running, which most of us do need. And then I add a little bit of the black. Just on the lash line, you can do on the inside rim. If you do inside rim, always wipe it with a Q-tip prior, because the waterproof product will repel water, and we always have the wetness inside the eye naturally. So if we apply too much, you can just kind of take off the excess and blend the colors together. I also like to put something lighter on the inside corner. This one is by Surat. It comes in different colors. It's a combination of pencil on one side, which is great, right in here. And on the other side has a nice pearlescent eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is in the lid, so you just kind of dip it in there and put that shine. It creates extra contrast. Blend it. It looks great with a little more subtle light. So now it's way too obvious that my skin doesn't look good without coverage. I'm gonna finish with mascara and then be done with the eyes. You can watch my videos about how to apply lashes when you want to do that. I love this new mascara by YSL. It has a very soft brush. If your lashes are short though, you should go for Lancome, it's better. So now for concealer, if you really have dark circles under the eyes, it usually comes from the blue undertones. So a corrector, it's recommended. This one's concealer and corrector, but it's the color that really does it. It is very peachy, salmony. This one neutralizes the blue undertones. And if you are to use a corrector or just like a warmer concealer to neutralize the blue colors, do that before, directly on the skin. Instead of building heavy concealer, which looks cakey, I'm gonna use, this is Kevin Aquan, and this one it's skin enhancer, so it's concealer and foundation, which works perfectly for us. I'm gonna make the face application, mix a drop of that on my brush with a little bit of that skin enhancer, and this way it will bond perfectly with the skin. But for the under eye area, I'm just gonna use a nice concealer brush and apply a little bit more for more coverage. Start where you need it the most. The skin does not move around that area, so you can apply more concealer in there, but when it comes to fine lines, you want to really fade it. Do just half of my face. You can see how beautiful and natural that blush looks and how it looks before. I'm gonna be fixing that later. So we definitely need to set it with powder and maybe add a little bit more blush. If you are to use contour, I like a creamy texture. So I'm just gonna use like a darker concealer and buff it into the skin. Again, this could be done prior foundation on top of a primer. And you can watch more videos about contouring. It is one of the easiest things to do. Powder, flat brush, get it nicely into that foundation, fill in everything. I happen to love, this is Tatcha. It's really, really nice. It has light reflecting particles in it, so it makes the skin really silky. Just a little difference. So I don't want to waste any more of your time, but another trick that I love is to use a lip tint. Lip tint really kind of stains your lip. This one is by ColourPop, but now more and more companies make it. It has to go directly on the lip before a lip liner. It really stains the lip, but also any color you put on top, it will slowly fade. It basically is not going to show that it's fading. Or basically not as much. It's easier to apply pencil when you have lip product on. These are, I believe, by About Face, or Melt Cosmetic makes very nice, soft, long-lasting lip liners. And we can leave it as that. Put a lip gloss, or I'm gonna use lipstick in the same color family. This one, it's the long-lasting matte lipstick by MAC. Happens to be one of the best that I've used. And now you can see the difference. I hope you learned something today. Keep watching.